1 second while I send out my notifications. All right, what's up, Packful Rap? Back with another live stream. Yep, and we're back at it. Yesterday I wasn't live just because some family stuff came up, but we're doing a earlier stream today. You know me, I'm out here in Oregon, here to elevate y'all's mental and physical well-being. And what I mean by that is basically put a better head on y'all's shoulders by talking about some positive, productive things. And yeah, we're just gonna be staying positive, staying productive, and yeah, trying to increase our value. 1 second, I'm gonna light up this blunt right here. Small little thin blunt. Hopefully this shit smokes good. We'll see how it smokes though. I'm not the best blunt roller, but you know, I still tried, so hopefully this shit smokes. But all right, so today we got a few topics. We got a few interesting ass topics to talk about. We're just gonna give chat a few minutes to fill up. We're gonna wait for some heads to pop in before we start talking about what we got to talk about. But we're talking about the shift that just occurred in the wokeness agenda, and basically how a lot of these woke people are changing up their agenda. We're talking about using the past, present, and future to increase your manliness, and we're talking about all that. Yeah, just gonna give it like another minute before we start actually talking about our topic. I don't know what's been going on in 2024, what happened to make the agenda change so much, but all of a sudden now we got people justifying criminal activity. We got fools out here actually justifying criminal activity. And let me give you an explanation. Because we got people out here saying, oh, you can't laugh anymore. Shout out Brianna in the chat. Oh, you can't laugh anymore whenever somebody gets in legal trouble. Oh, you can't laugh anymore at any of this shit that you see. Because now they're saying, oh, imagine if it was your family. Imagine if it was your brother who got locked up committing crimes. Would you be laughing? Would you be laughing if it was your brother who got in trouble? And so now it's like you can't even go online and laugh about these criminals that are getting caught doing stupid stuff, because we got commenters saying, oh, imagine if that was your family. You wouldn't be laughing if that was your family. And so it's a complete change and a complete shift in the wokeness agenda, because now we're saying that we cannot laugh at people doing the wrong things, because we have people justifying doing the wrong things now. We got people saying because it's exciting, because it's dramatic, because people like excitement in their life. And because people like excitement in their life, they're willing to justify what criminals are doing. So criminals, and they're willing to support criminals and keep motivating criminals to keep committing crimes. Because it's exciting, it's fun for people. It's adding drama into their life and they're not thinking about the innocent people, you know. When someone gets arrested or when someone gets in a car crash or something, driving 100 miles per hour, nowadays they're saying, They're feeling bad for the person who got in a car crash, saying, "Oh, they're just misguided. They're just a misguided man. They just had bad influences." So you're telling me all this time when I was younger, I could have been making stupid decisions, getting in trouble because I'm young and I don't know any better, and that's supposed to make it okay? Because since I was 10 years old, I've already known it's common sense, right from wrong. And so that's not an excuse saying they're misguided. They don't know what's any better. They had bad influences in their life. So show them some sympathy. That don't add up to me, because since I was 10 years old, I've known. This shit is burning crazy. I put a lot of dab in here, and I rolled this shit way too tight, and I packed it hella tight. So this shit's burning crazy. Shout out everyone watching. Make sure y'all drop a like and sub. I hope every single one of you guys is having a good Thursday today. Almost Friday. Let's keep it going. We about to do I'm Packful Rat. I'm here to elevate y'all's mental and physical well-being. And every day is a new opportunity to better yourself. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the week or the start of the week. We're attacking every day like it's a new day, a new opportunity to increase your value and increase the value you give to other people. Not always needing something in return, not always. It's called being selfless, not selfish. Yep. Now the bad is the good, apparently, because all these people like seeing, they like having a thug uncle and a thug brother, and they're like, oh, you don't want to mess with me. I got a brother who's been in prison. Well, guess what? There ain't nothing manly about being in prison. And you can be the manliest man in prison. You can be the most alpha man in prison, but you're still having to do what other people say. You don't got freedom. And there's nothing manly or OG about not having freedom. And it's what some of y'all need to get down in y'all head, looking for a real man out there, talking about the divine feminine, looking for a masculine man out there. A masculine man ain't no a masculine man ain't no crazy baby daddy who been locked up and shit all their life and getting in trouble. And just because there's some big dude or whatever doesn't make him a boss, because that's not boss activity. A real boss is going to be going to work every day, providing and adding value into other people's lives. And you may not be there today. You may not be the man you want to be today, but you're still going to act like it. You still got to act like it. Because as we're saying, moving on to our second topic here, how we're using the past, the present, and the future all as one simultaneously, and knowing that it's all connected to increase our value. If we know that we're on the right path to become a real man, we're going to start acting like a man today. And like I say, y'all ain't, part of being a real man, you got to have a masculine man needs a divine feminine in order to and that's just nature, so if you don't got a girl, if you're not providing for a girl, you're not 100% a man. But that doesn't mean nothing. You're still a man, I'm just saying you're not fully fledged. Well, guess what? You don't need to be fully fledged to still be the thing that you are. Let's look at this about Pokemon, because I know and everyone who's watching knows about Pokemon a little bit. All right, so if you're a Charmander, you still need to visualize yourself as a Charizard throughout your entire life. You still got to visualize yourself as a Charizard, even though you're not there, right? And so that's because we may not always be the person, we may not always be able to help people the way we want to help people, but one day we are going to be able to help people the way we want to help people. That's why we got it. That's why it's important to keep that helping mentality. And so you may not actually actively right now in this moment be a man out there who's providing for females. You may not have a significant other, but eventually you will have a significant other. And so you need to keep acting like you do have one, because eventually you will have one. Shout out Don Juan in the chat. Nice to see you back here. Make sure y'all all drop a like and a sub. We're trying, I'm Packful Rat, here to elevate y'all's mental and physical well-being. And so, we're visualizing the future. We're visualizing the future as if it's now. We're visualizing it from the start. what we already have in the end game. We know we're going to be providing for our significant other, so we're acting, we're actively acting like that right now. And that applies to anything you want to be. If you want to be the most interesting, if you want to be the boss, if you want to be the smartest person ever, if you want to be the best freaking athlete, you need to attack every day like you're already that. You need to attack every day like you're already the man, even though you're technically not the man, because you may be still at home with your folks. You may not have the significant other yet. You may not have the job. You may not have the car. You're still treating your life like you still got these things, because they're going to come into your life eventually if you have this mentality. And so it's the same thing with doing videos. You can't be making videos online and saying nobody's gonna watch it. You gotta put videos online and think everyone's gonna watch it. Because there ain't no reason to half-ass anything in your life. Don't half-ass anything. And don't give up, guys, because you guys are so close, and you don't want to give up, because trust me, when you guys give up, that's a bad decision right there. Y'all don't, it. And so, yeah, come on, we're gonna keep fighting that good fight. And so that's part of my agenda here, is that, I may not always be helping as many people as I want to help, but every single day I'm still going to come on here and I'm still going to try speaking my positive mind, because one day that is going to be able to affect somebody. It may be able to affect somebody, and we don't know what our purpose here is. And we don't know what anyone else's purpose here is. So we cannot be judging people's purposes. We cannot be calling people useless. We don't know how anyone value what anyone's value is. And we don't know what anyone's purpose is. But we all got purposes here. And they may be smaller than other people, or they may be bigger purposes. But each and every single one of our value or our reasons is just as important. And it doesn't matter if you're picking up trash, if you're the garbage man, or if you're a doctor. You're still helping out society. You're still helping out society. And so that's what I mean when y'all got to keep it, don't let anyone put you down, and keep being a productive, helpful person. And you don't know what way that's going to evolve in the future. Because if you start helping people now, you may not be able to help everyone you want to help. But in the future, you're going to be better at it. You're going to be stronger. And that's why we got to keep increasing our value. And another thing is, the apple don't fall far from the tree. And so that's why we're doing this shit. It's not always for personal gain. It's about leaving a better world behind. And so that's what the real reward is that we're having a positive impact. And so people are going to pick up on it eventually. People are going to pick up on the ways you act. People are going to pick up on the way you view the world, and that's why we got to have positive perspectives, because your kin are going to pick up on it. You're going to leave your kin. You want them to be the same way. You want them to be helpful. You want them to be making the world a better place. Shout out everyone watching. Make sure y'all drop a like and sub. And so I don't get what's going on in this current agenda of wokeness, where all of a sudden we're going to justify criminals. Bouncing back to the first topic, we're going to be justifying criminal activity, saying, oh, now you can't, we're going to be finding another thing to criticize about you. And that's all these commenters are doing. All these commenters and internet people, all these haters, all they got to say is just things you could be doing differently, and trying to say, oh, you're not doing things the right way. And people are always going to be coming up with new things that you're not doing right. People are always going to be coming up with things that you're not doing right. And so that's why we just going to keep. I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just people who are trying to put you down. People are trying to put you down, saying things like, now you can't laugh at a criminal, because imagine if that criminal was your father or your brother or your family member. But really, it don't take that much, it don't take 20 years to still be figuring life out. Since you're 10 years old, you basically know right from wrong. And if you're putting other people's lives at risk, doing some criminal stuff, I'm not gonna feel bad for you whenever you get injured or whenever you get caught up doing your stuff. And now they're trying to say, no, like we need to keep advocating for criminals. We need to keep supporting criminals because, it's exciting, and that, they're the ones risk. They don't know any better. But no, come on. This shit burning good. These loose leaves always be burning, slapping at the ends. At the ends, they always be slapping, making me want to cut these in half and just roll these things half the size, since they always be somehow slapping harder at the end. And so now they got fight videos and stuff. And now you can't even watch a fight video online without feeling guilty, because they're saying, imagine if that was your kid in the fight. You wouldn't be entertained if it was your kid getting their ass beat. And I don't know when this became a trend, but it's every single year. It's like there's new trends in being woke. Like. And so, yeah, don't be justifying criminals. And I'm just letting y'all know, real men ain't out there committing crimes. Real men are going to work every day. And those are the real OGs. Those are the real gangsters playing their cards right. Just because you act up, just because you don't care about what society says, doesn't mean you're above it. Doesn't mean you're, stronger than anyone else or more of a man. And you may not even be a fully fledged man, because you may not be providing for a family. But one day we are going to be providing for. So we got to be able to let things go. We got to be, like, we're not always going to be gaining shit. But yeah, it's about being selfless. We don't need to be gaining something. We don't need to be gaining something from every interaction. And sometimes, yeah, just being out there looking for stuff, you're gonna be, like being out there enjoying your time, you're gonna find stuff that you wouldn't otherwise find. Just being in the search, just being in the present moment and just enjoying your time, you're gonna be seeing things you wouldn't normally be seeing, that you would pass up on. Ooh, there's a lot of tobacco in here. Sheesh, making me quite dizzy right now. And so it's just, we don't even really care about what's popular. We don't even care about what society got to say, because these humans, they be making serial killers famous and all types of things. They're giving clout to the wrong things. They giving clout to things that are trying to hurt you. And a lot of these people out here trying to speak benefits into your life, or tell you how to be better. They're actually, a lot of these influencers are out to hurt you. And it just be low life esoteric reprobates. Low life esoteric reprobates, and there is something wrong going on in their life, whether they're not eating right, sleeping right, having intercourse, whatever the thing is that they're not doing right, that normal humans do right. That's what's causing these esoteric reprobates to be popping up in these chats, to be popping up in these comment sections. But yo, shout out everyone who tuned in today. That's all I gotta say for today's stream. We don't gotta associate. We don't gotta follow these trends. We don't gotta, because these criminals and stuff, they're getting justified. But it ain't cool to be a criminal. It ain't cool to do none of that stuff. And like, I'm not gonna feel guilty when a criminal gets caught because they didn't know any better. Because since I was 10 years old, I've known better. And I haven't been out there committing crimes just because I could get away with it or whatever, just because I was a kid or whatever it may be. But yeah, we're gonna end this stream here. Packful Rat logging out. We got a hella cool videos coming up, hella cool tutorials coming up. Make sure y'all all stay subbed and stuff. But yeah, we heading out of this stream. Shout out everyone. But yeah, Packful Rat logging out.